Do you hear that? No? Me neither. That's because I'm using the quiet box. Hey everybody, my name is Matthew Klinkenbeard. I am here in Nashville, Tennessee, and I want to show you a product that I think more people should know about. This is the Logsdon Audio Quiet Box, and it's made by Joe Logsdon up in Iowa. And he was nice enough to send me a few of his products to try out. This one really caught my attention, so I thought I would make a video for this one first. This is basically just a really small power supply, and I think it would work really nicely for something like a Pedal Train Nano or Metro series pedal board. I'm actually going to show it to you on my Pedal Train Mini. Those are discontinued now, so I don't know if anybody really cares. They don't! But that's what I have. It's a real simple layout. It's just 4 outputs right here, and then 1 input here where I can plug in a 1 spot or anything comparable to a 1 spot. If you look on Joe's website, this input is actually on top on the picture that he has on there. And that was how he first sent me one where the input was on top, and then I called him and suggested maybe he tries one with the input on the side, because on my particular pedal board the spaces are so tight that I couldn't even fit this the one with the plugs on top. And I think the side input on that one, I think the side input would fit nicely under like a Pedal Train Nano also, because you can put it just right up against like the top rail. Joe told me since then that he's thinking on his website he might just have an option where you can select either to have the input on top right here or have it on the side. I don't know if he has that up and running or not yet, so you'll just have to get on his website and look. But hopefully that will be available soon. Currently these are selling, I think, for $21.97, which is the sale price, and usually they're a whopping $22.97. Either way, though, I think any comparable power supply on the market is selling now for about $60 or $80 or something like that. So I was just really impressed that he was able to make something that was this quality at this price point, and it's a nice size too. I threw some Velcro on the back so I can stick it in the little tray kind of part on top of my particular pedal board, but you can just as easily put some Velcro on top or on that same side and put it underneath one of those other ones that I mentioned. And yeah, I think that's about all there really is to know about this, other than the fact that it's not called the Quiet Box for no reason at all. Joe has all sorts of high quality components and other things that I'm sure that he does to try to make sure that he removes some of the excess noise and humming and so forth from the rest of your signal chain. So before I show it to you on a pedal board, I'm going to try to demonstrate that. So here to help me demonstrate the Quiet Box, I have a really noisy pedal. This is a Mahoney Jordan Crater, which is kind of like a big muff circuit, but it's got a mids control, which is kind of nifty. Right now, I just have it plugged into the wall, into the power supply, and then my guitar's volume is actually all the way off, but I just plugged the guitar into it so that you're not hearing any sound from this cord in the front. So this is just the pedal. Kick it on, this is what it sounds like. So it's pretty noisy, but not just that. It's got kind of this wind tunnel sound in the key of C sharp going. Listen if you can hear that. Now, let me show you with the Quiet Box. Same thing, didn't change any settings, but now I'm running into the Quiet Box. So it's still pretty noisy, but the thing in the key of C sharp is gone, which would be nice if I'm going to play something in C or D or something like that. This is kind of an extreme example because this is a really noisy fuzz pedal. And it was hard to get any more subtle examples to translate very well on camera. But I will say, now that I've had a pedal board together with this for a few weeks, that it's a pretty noticeable difference if you think of the Quiet Box removing a little bit of noise from basically everything on it. And if you get on Joe's website, there's a bunch of people that I think have basically sent him little testimonials and said the exact same thing. So let me show you that pedal board now. So here I have a little pedal board that I put together using the Quiet Box. I just stuck it here with some Velcro. It's pretty neat, as you can see, because I don't have cables going everywhere like I might if I had a daisy chain. And when I did have a daisy chain on here, I had I had 5 pedals. Now I was able to put a 6th one on here. And I'm doing that using a couple of Joe's Y cables, which hopefully you can see. My lighting's a little funny because it's night, but there's one end of it plugged in here to the quiet box, and then it splits into 2 cables. So that way, these 2 are running off the same one, and then these 2 are running off the same Y cable. So go to logsdonaudio.com. Check out the Y cables. This is the quiet box. I think I'm going to do a video for the fade box next. There's a bunch of other things on there that might interest you if you're a guitar player. I think the quiet box is just a really solid product because it's pretty inexpensive. Can look pretty neat. You can power more pedals off of it than you would maybe with some daisy chains, and it gets rid of some of the extra noise. So that's logsdonaudio.com. My website is matthewklinkenbeard.com. Check back here. Like I said, I think there will be a video of the fade box next, and maybe something else if Joe decides to send me it. I think that's about it for right now. Thanks for watching.